Have you seen something like this or like this? These are mind maps. A mind map connects information around a central subject or topic with images or pictures or just text. I always like to think of it like a tree, although some might disagree with me because mind map has far more of a radial structure. In any case, in a mind map, your main idea is always at the center. Let's say your main idea is football. Then the branches or subtopics or related ideas could be things like football clubs, famous footballers, and football championships. Each branch or subtopic can be further split into more sub-branches or subtopics, and you can go on and on and on. Okay, let me stop. You must be thinking, why are we talking about mind mapping? Well, because it is a good technique to generate ideas, flesh them out, and bring them to life in a visual form. It can take your ideas beyond a simple list and help you become more creative in generating ideas, fleshing out ideas, and seeing the relationship between the ideas, and so on. In fact, if you're having a brainstorming session with a team for ideation, it is best to use a mind map to capture everyone's ideas. Not that you can use mind mapping only for ideas. It is widely used for setting goals, solving problems, revisiting study lessons, making weekly plans, and so on. So let us look at how we can use a mind map for generating ideas for opening, let's say, a restaurant. So what I'm going to do is to place the idea in the very center. So start a restaurant appears here. Next is, what decisions do I need to make for starting a restaurant? I will place them as main branches around the central idea. Then I will go one level deeper into each branch. Let's start with cuisine. What cuisine will my new restaurant serve? I love Indian food, but I also love Chinese food a lot, and it's quite popular. I do see that more and more people are trying out Lebanese food nowadays. And yes, continental food is also quite much the rage, especially talking about French and Italian food. As you can see this on the screen, I have put all of that down. We can do more. Let's look at the level of service. Should it be a full service restaurant or a casual diner? It can also be a fast food restaurant, or it can be a takeaway. Have I considered all these aspects? Am I all set to start my restaurant? Maybe no. That's the thing. The magic of mind mapping is that it doesn't let me forget anything. There are other things to consider. For example, location. Should it be located in a mall, or should I start a home-based food delivery chain? Maybe a food truck. Size is also important. How big should the restaurant be? Should it be a small one? Should it be a big one? Or maybe even a multi-story restaurant? Okay, so this is how we can sort of flesh out a mind map which is to do with starting a restaurant. Let us look at some business opportunities around coffee. I will place coffee right in the middle of the mind map and then start building the mind map. I can take a step back and look at the properties or the uses of coffee. Taste, a huge property, right? So we can use it for drinking. In fact, that is what most of us do. So drinking coffee is the theme, and we can have a cafe business which can be started using coffee. This can be a street side cafe, a formal sit down cafe, a casual sit down cafe, or a all standing cafe. Growing coffee is another option. One can start a coffee plantation. I can also sell coffee. I can be a distributor, a retailer. I can pack coffee, have a coffee brand, and there can be specialty coffees, blends like vanilla coffee, or it can be by geography also. There can be coffee from Ethiopia, there can be Colombian coffee, there can be Blue Mountain coffee from Jamaica. Packing can be done for homes as well as for businesses where they need bulk supplies. Okay, going back, what are the other properties? Nitrogen, there's lots of nitrogen in coffee, and it's also a little acidic. So ground coffee, used coffee beans can be used as fertilizer. It can also be an insect repellent. So that makes it a very nice planting medium for a number of plant species. So you can use it as fertilizer or insecticide for your garden. Another property of coffee is that it smells nice. All of us get invigorated by the smell of coffee. So we can use it for coffee-based perfumes, room fresheners. Maybe a lot of food places which are trying to sell food would actually like a perfume based around coffee so that they can attract more people inside. So all these possibilities are also there. Some reasons why mind maps will work very well for you when you're working with ideas are one, that mind maps link and group concepts together through natural associations. This helps to generate more ideas and find out what you're missing. Secondly, a mind map gives you an instant overview of a large subject and also holds large amounts of information. Thirdly, it is also very intuitive because mind maps mimic the way our brains think, which is not exactly in a straight line. It is literally all over the place. Once you start, the possibilities will seem almost endless. You can create a mind map on paper, in a drawing app on your tablet, or one of the many mind mapping software tools such as XMind, FreeMind, Mind Manager, and so on. Most mind mapping software allows you to save files and email it to your friends as attachments. But as you start out with mind mapping, I think pen and paper will just as well, because you can get your thoughts out very quickly, and the act of drawing the branches out helps in making faster associations. Learn this technique well. It'll help you get closer to your big idea. All the best.